Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy RJ back at you again with another video. Alright, y'all. So today we finna react to the WWE 2K25 Travis Scott DLC drama by Deontay DDG. And you already know what y'all gotta do. Hit the like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, let's get into it.
So in case you're out of the loop, Travis Scott was the heavily rumored mystery character in the first WWE 2K25 DLC pack. That did not happen. People paid for the pack, waiting a long time for something to come, and for a while, nothing. Travis Scott was also rumored to be a part of a larger tag match at Money in the Bank, but that also did not transpire because apparently he wasn't taken to the business very quickly. And despite being involved in WrestleMania 41 Night 2's main...
Me personally, for me, I feel like Travis Scott, honestly, we should not have no celebrity DLC in the first place. You know, like the ones with the NBA stars, that was cool. Like Shaq was cool, but we don't need Tyrese Halliburton. Nobody's playing as Tyrese Halliburton. Nobody's playing as Jalen Brunson. People might play as Shaq, but ain't nobody playing as them. And I know for a fact, definitely ain't nobody finna play as no Travis Scott. So what is the purpose? Is like, come on, 2K, y'all gotta get y'all stuff. Y'all gotta get y'all junk together, especially with the game breaking from the patch and all that stuff. Y'all gotta get y'all stuff together. Don't nobody want to play Travis Scott, and then I'll let bro explain it.
And even John Cena's heel turn, he hasn't been seen since. But we finally know what they're going to do with this DLC missing member. They're giving us El Grande Americano. WWE Games tweeted, with a unique entrance video and music plus moveset, he will automatically be entitled to players who own the new Wave Pack in September.
What does it say? I'm gonna go back and read it for y'all. Alright, it says El Grande Americano will replace the new Wave Pack celebrity guest with a unique entrance video plus music plus moveset. He will automatically be entitled to players who own the new Wave Pack, Season Pass, Ringside Pass, Deadman Edition Plus, and the Order Bloodline Edition in September. Why we gotta wait that long? Why are we waiting all the way to September just for that to come out? That makes no sense. Absolutely, it makes absolutely no sense to why we gotta wait that long.
Entitled to players who own the new Wave Pack in September. I'm glad we finally got some communication on this incident, but September is a letdown for so many players. In a weird way, I hope 2K and WWE have partially learned their lesson that sometimes it's better to focus on the actual roster than a celeb endorsement. And hey,
yeah, exactly.
I don't think all celebrity endorsement is bad, especially not for 2K. I don't. I think KSI being in the game is cool because I know he's been a wrestling fan. He used to play these games with
but nobody really want to play as KSI though. Nobody really wants to play as him. Cause I know that I don't want to play as KSI.
Deji on his second channel, and he's a huge name. I get it. He has the built-in history with playing video games and playing WWE games, and the history just makes sense. He's been on the products. I get that, but it should never come at the detriment of the quality of your game nor the happiness of your fan base. Additionally, adding a singlet, mask, and entrance music / video should not take nearly 3 months. Plus, there is already a very similar mask in the island, and betting
exactly
should not take WWE games or 2K so long to communicate when there's issues with their game. Every now and again, they're right on the ball with saying exactly what is happening, or alternatively, time and time again, they ignore people's cries to instead push the island or my faction or whatever. It's times like this where 2K, I wish you had better lines of communication. And for those who maybe will go ahead and say, oh, but the Next Makers has been gone for a very long time now, and better yet,
yeah, it has.
Really, for years, have wanted some kind of video series where they actively document the development cycle. I genuinely want to know, when it comes to this game, when it comes to a game like this, why it needs to take so long to add such few things to a character model who is already in the game.
Exactly.
Sit here and pretend like I know anything about game development because I don't know El Grande, but it would so help you fight the backlash you get with announcements like this if you were just clearer about why things are happening and why it takes so long. Because right now, I don't know if y'all are just being slow or lazy or if this requires WWE approval. I legit have no clue why it would take so many months to add in El Grande, especially when everyone should have had this character slot months ago when people paid for it. There's no ways about it. It's embarrassing and something needs to change. We say it every single year and it's still the case. You couldn't give us someone new like Ray Phoenix or Aleister Black.
Exactly.
Sure, it makes better business sense to leave them for 2K26, but given that you need to calm the fire that is your angry fan base once again, I think it would have been a wiser decision to choose one of those two, because at least then people say, well, that sucks, but I'd much rather have the Lucha Bros in my game than Travis Scott anyway, so W, I'll wait till September. I love El Grande Americano as much as the next guy. I think the idea of him being in the game is cool, but
yeah, it is cool, and it's basically like an alternate character for Chad Gable. Come on, let's be real. El Grande is just Chad Gable. But in all seriousness, no, it's dope and it's good. We getting a replacement, but at the same time, like he said, we should have been in the loop. We should have been updated about this type of thing, and also not just Deontay, but like a bunch of other people saying, why in the world do we have to wait all the way to September for a character model that's basically in the game? All you got, like, again, I'm not a game developer either, but literally all you got to do is just take Chad Gable's model, put a mask on him, give us a freaking change up the, give him another interest, and give him some more interest in music and a whole nother interest entirely, and another alternate moveset, and then boom, there you go. Because I mean, I don't think it's hard. It's not hard, and I know it's not hard. The reason I know it's not hard to do because, bro, in 2K20, I can't remember whether it was 2K22 or 2K23, one of those games, bro, we literally got 2 characters for free out of the blue because everybody wanted them so bad. I think we got Dijak and somebody else for free, so it should not be this hard for them to just put in El Grande Americano.
For a glorified reskin? Also, people have custom movesets all over CC for Americano. People in the community create movesets every single week, every single day. It surely cannot be that difficult to say, okay, let's take the and go. And Titantrons. Surely you just get those from WWE, adjust accordingly. It shouldn't take so long at all. I remember when I used to mod 2K19, people were just making neutrons left and right, custom or not, and grabbing them from various places. And this really is the age-old argument. I feel like every time I talk about 2K, I always say the sentence, well, if modders can do it, why can't the developers? But genuinely, if modders can do it, why can't the developers? What's stopping you guys from just receiving the files you need and injecting them into the game and doing a patch? And in terms of entrance motion, it's very much just Chad Gable with some pomp and circumstance. I'm sure you can knock that one out in a day or two, maybe.
Exactly.
Again, I am openly naive when it comes to game development. I don't know game development times, but I downright refuse to believe that this would take 3 months. And how long have you known that Travis Scott wasn't going to work out? The people that paid for the DLC were already a little misled because they didn't even know who they were paying for. And hell, that goes for the entire season pass. There was so many different mystery celebrity guest spots that people just didn't know who they were going to get. Sure, we could have speculated, but when you paid for them, you didn't know that you were getting Jalen Brunson or Tyrese Halliburton or KSI. You didn't know that you were getting Shaquille O'Neal. You didn't know if you were getting Speed or maybe Travis Scott. You didn't know. And
exactly.
That in of itself is such a crazy business concept that you can go.
And it's not a good idea for your fans to don't say we got a celebrity guest for you and then not announce a celebrity guest. That just simply doesn't make any sense to do. And then they sit back and wonder why they get backlash for their games and stuff, and why some people are starting to leave and not play the game no more. And like, y'all just need to fix y'all game, man. Especially, like I say, especially with that patch, a last patch that removed logos and basically broke the game. A lot of players and a lot of content creators like me left and stopped playing the game for a good minute because that shit was just annoying, bro. It was just annoying.
Go ahead and say, hey, these are the slots for your DLC for the year, but this time we're taking a few away, and it's just kind of a mystery box. Roll the dice, and maybe you'll like them, maybe you won't. We don't care. We've got your money now. And I think it would have been much better if it was a case of, okay, you're getting 5 wrestlers you actually want, and then also on top of that, there's a mystery wrestler, mystery celebrity as well. That's a bonus. Now those players aren't.
Or they could just do this. They could do a poll or something. Like they could give us a bunch of celebrity names that have worked with WWE, and then, you know, and then the community vote on who they would like to see, and then whatever, and then the ever amount of superstars, however so many people get certain amount of votes from the community, that's who they add into the DLC pack. But
getting it until damn near the end of the life cycle, because by September this game is already beyond dead, to be honest. Like, there's still DLC coming.
yeah, that is true, because by the end of, like you said, by September this game is pretty much gonna be dead. Like, yeah, you still got a good amount of people playing it now and you know, into it now, but by September, that's when the game starts really dying, when everybody's trying to gear up for the next game and everything. And so by September, this game is pretty much just going to be completely dead, because honestly, I can say I am not sure if I'm going to still be logging in the WWE in 2K playing the game by September. It's like, I'm like, you know, I might log in every now and again when I'm bored and I want to just play a match or something, but other than that, not really.
And everything, and that's cool. But most people have already finished all the modes, they've had their fun with the game, and they're looking forward to the next one when the new information starts dropping, usually in the new year. And you have to wonder, was this a situation where they were planning on releasing El Grande Americano anyway later in the year? But given this hiccup in the road, they said, okay, let's change this from being a Persona card and release it as DLC instead. You also have to wonder about some of the other options you could have given people in this slot.
Yeah.
I've added my Total Divas GOAT Nikki Bella. She's on Raw regularly again. She returned. She was at Evolution. That would have been way more of value than El Grande Americano. Another name floating around was Bill Goldberg. He came off the back of his retirement match against
Yeah, exactly.
these games.
Exactly.
He was last in 2K a couple years back. How hard would it have been really to add him? And I don't want this to come across as another, oh, I hate 2K bad video, because it's not. It's an incident in a game that I have otherwise enjoyed many aspects of. I've spoken before about how I think the gameplay is in a really strong spot. My Rise is a ton of fun. The match types they're continuing to add, like, the game is not overall going in a bad direction. It's just these little isolated incidents that make everyone say,
if I'm not human.
what are you guys doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Built on frustration of things like the WrestleMania 41 DLC pack, which you haven't even finished releasing. You've got the incoming Roman Reigns attire in my faction too, which is really just a change of very minor things. And then everything else is kind of a, well, you'll find out soon, to be determined. It is not good enough. You don't get to make people pay for a product and then say, well, we'll finish what you paid for soon. No. Also, 2K25 will be releasing on the new Nintendo Switch 2.
Exactly. When it comes to releasing games and moves and stuff, you cannot be upset or anything like that when somebody already paid for it, and then they're mad because everything that's in your game or whatever isn't finished or done the right way. That's not how it works. If you're gonna sell something like a game or something like 2K22 or 25, and even with the new Grand Theft Auto coming out, if that game isn't finished and there are bugs and glitches and stuff, and really bad bugs and glitches in Grand Theft Auto, people are gonna be upset. People are gonna be really angry, because it's like, we wait, because just as an example for Grand Theft Auto, we waited over 13 to 14 years for this game to come out, and y'all had ample time to fix all these bugs and glitches. Why are we having bugs and glitches in this game? I'm pretty sure that when that game comes out, there's gonna be a few bugs and glitches, and then they're gonna be backlash, and then they're gonna be wondering, why are we getting backlash? Why are we getting negative comments? Because you've had so XY amount of years to finish your game, and it ain't finished.
Soon. I'd love to sound more excited about it, but if I'm gonna play 2K25 on a handheld, it's gonna be on my Steam Deck. 2K on the Steam Deck runs so nicely, and for those who don't know, this is not a brand deal, I just really like mine, but 2K on the Steam Deck is like playing on PC, but on a handheld. You can get all your mods on there, you can play any of the 2Ks, even dating back to 2K19 with mods, which runs like a dream. So while I'd love to be excited about a Switch 2 version of 2K25, I'm just not. It's probably gonna be the old gen version of the game anyway, and I can only pray for those buying that it runs better than 2K18 did on the original Switch. Now of course later this month the next DLC pack will be dropping with the aforementioned KSI as that DLC celebrity guest.
Which nobody wants.
Jordan Grace, Penta, and Bull Nakano. A very, very good DLC pack, by the way. I know I've probably come across as the biggest hater in the world, but I can compliment 2K2, shocker. And again, I have no problem with KSI being in this game. It's a return on investment that I can see working for them. And one cool thing with New Jack in that pack is that Brian Williams, the absolute GOAT, revealed. He said, quote, "When New Jack is released with DLC Pack 3, he'll come with 2 entrance motions. One that he uses for normal rule one-on-one matches, and a special entrance that he'll use for non-DQ one-on-one match types. Both entrances are great, but the one he uses for non-DQ match types, again one-on-one, is amazing, as New Jack will make his way to the ring dragging a garbage can full of weapons. Jack tosses the garbage can into the ring and the weapons go flying out."
Oh, hold on, let me read it. I'm gonna read it for y'all. When the New Jack DLC was DLC Pack 3, I don't know the other read, but I want to read it. He'll come with 2 entrance motions, one where he uses for normal one-on-one rule matches, and a special entrance that he uses for the non-DQ one-on-one match type. Both entrances are great, but the one he uses for non-DQ match types, again one-on-one, is amazing, and New Jack will make his way to the ring, dragging a garbage can full of weapons. Jack tosses the garbage can into the ring and the weapons go flying out. When the match starts, the garbage can and spare weapons will be in play, and his entrance scene will continue to play throughout the match. For those not familiar with New Jack, this is not a bug, it's a feature.
When the match starts, the garbage can and spilled weapons will be in play, and his entrance theme will continue to play throughout the match. For those not familiar with New Jack, this is not a bug, it's a feature. This sounds so awesome, and I genuinely can't wait to see it. Like I said, not everything is bad with 2K25. It certainly has its moments, but this whole El Grande Americano Travis Scott situation hasn't been handled well at all.
Nah, it really hasn't.
Summers.
But alright, y'all, so that was the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like down below, comment down below, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you are new, turn on post notification bell so you never miss when I upload a video. And it's been your boy, and I'm up out of here. Deuces.